Have some company soon though. Here comes the bunny, just about set to go. Hot favourite on the inside. There now. Racing. Fancy Rover jumps out well from Cosmic Sally and going quickly to the lead now would have been Toxic Revenge. Come on, Mickey drives to second. On the inside then is Fancy Rover, still sits pretty then. We've got Smirnoff. Cosmic Sally's about 3 lengths behind them and a good gap back to seconds. Good. Up to the corner comes Come On Mickey, runs wide. Fancy Rover gets a run through and so does Smirnoff, and right down the outside Toxic Revenge. Fancy Rover in front. Come On Mickey flattens out. Ooh, had a dive, might have just missed. Fancy Rover will go from Come On Mickey, Smirnoff. Toxic Revenge out wider, Cosmic Sally doing its best work late and just beside them seconds good. And white locked, ready to go. Round comes the bunny. We'll check out Big Time Chip. You'd want to see it in front or nearby. Set now, racing. Big Time Chip was last away and 3 lengths last, and Missy Sloy bounds the lead. Flausk around the outside. They'd be followed then pushing through on the inside by Sheldon Baxter. Big Time Chip whips past that into third spot. They'd be followed then, getting into a bit of trouble, would have been You Know Charm coming up towards the corner. And further back in the race, Sheldon Baxter's gone right back. Masonics is No Chance, nor's Red Hot Dutch. Missy Sloy well clear of Flausk. Missy Sloy scores by 4. Flausk is second. Big Time Chip probably did pretty well to get third and then fell after the post. Crikey. They'd be followed back behind those runners then. We had Thrilling Halo. We had You Know Charm behind those runners. Well back to Masonics. Red Hot Dutch and Sheldon Baxter, who tangled with You Know Charm across the top. Bunny on the move and around it comes. Just about set to go. There now, racing. Opawa was the perfect line. Clunmila drops back now to last, and Attaboy Zeke gets back with that as well, and also Slow Willie would have been from the outside or Rich List. And in the meantime, Opawa Laz now drives to the lead. Chasing it hard there would have been Botany Dave. They'd be followed through then by Opawa Leanne. Attaboy Zeke's improved to fourth, coming to the corner, takes the inside two. Rich List back behind that as they swing in, and behind them to Billy Holmes and Clunmila. Up comes Opawa Laz, flattening out as Botany Dave over the top, and Attaboy Zeke. Opawa Laz dying on its run. Botany Dave had a dive, and I wouldn't be sure. Into third would have been Attaboy Zeke then, or Rich List. And they'd be followed back and behind those runners then by Opawa Leanne, Billy Holmes and Clunmila. About set to break. There now. And racing, she's top notch, a fair break, but Stay Young bounds straight to the lead and drives clear by about 3 lengths here. She's top notch, runs to second. They'd be followed then over on the outside. We've got Homebush Alex and Chelsea's Beauty. Back behind these runners, Kaiser Max with far too much to do. Further back in the race, Katoomba, Corborn, Banksy. And dropping right out of it here was 10-11. Down comes Stay Young's going to make it 2 from 2 in New Zealand, up by several lengths. Home for second comfortably was She's Top Notch. Fairly tight third. Think Kaiser Max, though, might have just done enough there to knock off Chelsea's Beauty, and that was a good effort. They'd be followed then by Homebush Alex, Katoomba, and the last two home were Corborn, Banksy and 10-11, who got into some fairly significant trouble going to the first bend. Field and they're locked away, lined and ready. Around comes the bunny, set to break. They're now into racing, acting up's out in the midfield. Jonesy's Fortune away well, but a Power J leads. Jonesy's Fortune comes across, acting up comes underneath that. They'd be followed then, trying to get around the outside by Upper Hut Cindy. Followed back in the field then, we've got Paddy Baxter, the inside of What's Up G. Well out the back, we've got Home Brewer and Corborn Logan as they swing the corner here. Driving to the lead, still Power J. Trying to gun it down, is acting up the inside and right down the outside with big strides. Upper Hut Cindy. Power J, I think, just lasted from Upper Hut Cindy. Jonesy's Fortunes dashed to third when it balanced up. Acting up, I think, fourth. They'd be followed home then by Home Brewer. Back behind those runners then we had What's Up G, Paddy Baxter and Corborn Logan. Bunny's on the move and the set to break in a race number 6 on the card. Just about there. Racing. Addicted steps pretty well the inside. Exponential Lily is midfield. Jack's first gets out quite well. Booting up and around the outside quickly was Captain Osty's drive to the lead and driven to the lead, and it's going to be hard to beat. Puts about 4 lengths on them here. Addicted gives chase. Then we've got Jack's first. Thrilling Cairo gets a run through on the inside. Exponential Lily gets a bang off Shagger. Banger bang. And they'll be followed further back in the race by Homebush Hells and Tricky Harry. At the moment, Captain Osty being swallowed up and getting up Addicted to beat Captain Osty. They'd be followed over by Thrilling Cairo. Big run from the old bloke. Then we've got Homebush Hells getting home well again. Back behind those runners to Tricky Harry. Getting to the line nicely. Jack's first. Disappointing Exponential Lily alongside of Shagger Banger Bang. Comes the bunny, just about set to jump. There now, and a racing Big Time Jet, just a fair break the inside, badly away there, would have been Nonu Nonu Boom. It's missed the start by 10 lengths. In the meantime, Regal Dancers hopped out well. Chevy Volt's gone up on the outside of that, and Nostopchuk's just blown on by that pair. Big Time Jet trying to recover around the outside. They'd be followed then by another course trying to get into the race. Deceivers drop back and Nonu Nonu Boom tacks on. Ostapchuk Sky's clear by 4. Big Time Jet chasing after it. They'd be followed through on the inside by Hello Hello, and down the outside Chevy Volt. Ostapchuk scores. Think Hello Hello might have nosed Big Time Jet out of second, and then we had Chevy Volt home fourth. Another course was next in. Further back in the race to Regal Dancer. And the last pair were Deceiver and Nonu Nonu Boom, knocked on at the start. Ever So Hopeful, Austin won it, and box 6 for Smidged in the green and white. Lined and ready, race 8. Around comes the bunny, just about set to break. Then now, racing, a tie gets out fairly well. Ever So Hopeful beats it out though, and blasting forward over on the outside quickly would have been Slangy-Va to go up and hit the lead. They'd be followed back in the field, trying to get around them would have been Smidged. Emma Marie's wider, driving through on the inside. Then we've got Feel the Vibe just ahead of that. Austin Wanna starting to get into the race as they swing the corner. Down they come, Slangy-Va still in front. Here's Smidged right down the outside. Slangy-Va holds from Smidged. Into third then would have been Austin Wanna, tight for fourth and fifth. We would have had Ever So Hopeful and Feel the Vibe. And further back then we had Tyre and Emma Marie. Set to break, favourite the 5, nearly there. Racing, Winning Knockers about midfield out here, and Abel's got away well on the outside, and Wisecrack Lad the inside, then Dalek Khan trying to get up and around the outside. It cops a check as one comes out though. Then we've got Winning Knockers trying to squeeze between runners. It's no chance of winning this. Run Junior run up and around the outside, starting to get into its work. They'd be followed well back in the race then by George Baxter, and well at the back would have been Bob's Your Uncle. Down comes an Abel, fresh up scores, does it well. Dashing to second was Run Junior Run, then Dalek Khan, Wisecrack Lad, Winning Knocker, Never a Winning Hope. Further back then we would have had a ring-a-ding, Bob's Your Uncle George Baxter. By Allegro and Red Mover Hoover, the outside. Round comes the bunny. Just about set to break there. And racing, Crystal Wave steps out well the inside. Very slow to go there would have been Snuffleupagus, has missed the start by 5 lengths. Call Me Ralph's bolted to the lead, and you can run to the tote. Crystal Wave lying second. Here comes Red Mover Hoover up and around the outside. Crystal Wave moves off the fence. They'll be followed around the corner then by Talk It Over. Toy Shan back and behind these runners. Real Veins a long, long way from them. So's Allegro. Call Me Ralph bolts, and Red Mover Hoover is second. Tight for third, maybe Toy Shan. Narrowly over Talk It Over. Photo to confirm. Back and behind those runners to Real Vein. Good way back then the others. And they were headed by Crystal Wave, Snuffleupagus, who blew the start, and Allegro. Run comes the bunny, set to break. There, racing Algeta slow the inside. Riley's mate bolts to the lead, and Piggyback goes with it. Then Gingerango. That'd be followed through over on the outside then by Mammy Brown, trying to squeeze between runners. Graduation. Gap back the others. They're headed by Algeta. Behind that then to Opawa Jet and Speed Legend. He's just run into trouble and he's no chance. Coming to the corner, it's Riley's mate. Kennel Mate tackles him the outside. That is Piggyback. In behind them to Mammy Brown and Gingerango down the outside. Riley's mate is holding Piggyback. Riley's mate sent it through and won the North Island Challenge from Piggyback. Steve Clark Quinnell. I think Gingerango got to third ahead of Mammy Brown, and they'd be followed back and behind those runners then by Graduation, Speed Legend, Never a Winning Chance, and further back Opawa Jed and Algeta. Round comes the bunny, favourite Blitzing Mayhem off box 2, set. And racing, Queen Rowdy gets out nicely with Blitzing Mayhem, who drives the lead now, and Wong Wei Susie goes with that. Red Crystal driving between runners. Over on the outside of those runners then, we would have had Deanne's Fantasy, and getting back to last was Just Mac. Across the top they come. Blitzing Mayhem turns on the power, goes away by 4 lengths on Wong Wei Susie. About 3 lengths away then to Red Crystal, who cuts the corner. Deanne's Fantasy is next, and the others no chance. Queen Rowdy, Just Mac. Up they come, Blitzing Mayhem by 6. Wong Wei Susie to hold second. Red Crystal just third ahead of Deanne's Fantasy. Just Mac about 3 lengths behind that, and 4 lengths away to Queen Rowdy.